JuJu Smith-Schuster, second game in a row with 100 yards and a touchdown. He had a big play there. What was that, about a 45-yard touchdown there late in the game that we talked about when the Chiefs were kind of putting that game on ice. That really put the game on ice there for the offense. What did you guys see out of JuJu? It looks like people are saying that you'd really like if the defense goes to zone. That's really more where that guy lives, and he can kind of eat that zone. There was some content about there with him working with Kelsey, exploiting coverages or whatnot. JuJu, you think he's taken off? You think we can expect this to keep that pace the rest of the year? Bo?
How old is JuJu?
25, I think.
25, 26, somewhere in there.
Okay. Dude, I'm loving the confidence he's getting playing with Patrick Mahomes, man. You can kind of see it every day build up a little bit more and more. To address both of your guys' points, he's one of those receivers that is capable of making the big play and is also coming through in the clutch on your average plays where you need him to. Loving what he brings to this team. I love that. I love that Call of Duty thing, dude. I love that he got on the presser and he was so excited to explain to the press like what he was doing in the game with these guys. Like, we were over there yelling at each other. It was so great. I love the chemistry that they're doing. Like I said, I can't say enough good things about the offense and our receiving core right now.
Right. Yeah, if I was playing Warzone with Patrick Mahomes, I would shut up about it for the rest of my life. So yeah, I get being excited and wanting to talk about it. Nick, JuJu, is he taking off? Is he getting comfortable? What are you seeing from him? What are you thinking, expecting the rest of the year?
Yeah, I think you're gonna see. I mean, I don't know that you're gonna see 100+ yards every game, but I think you're gonna see him get a lot of targets. I mean, he's coming up and he's coming up big in big situations. And he's building that trust with Patrick where Patrick is looking for him in those situations now, right? As where before it was like Tyreek and Kelsey. You saw kind of at the start of this year, I think he was like looking for Kelsey, right? I mean, he's just looking for Kelsey in that situation is where is he and is he open? And now I think you're seeing that he's getting Patrick's getting comfortable with a couple more options and JuJu's able to catch the ball. He's a big dude and he's almost looks like a tight end out there, right? And he can catch the ball and he can take contact and keep going. And he's also quick enough that, he can score. He's had a couple of really nice plays the last couple of weeks. So we just got to keep seeing it. But I do think you're going to see this, relationship grow. That's why you see a lot of the Chiefs Kingdom out there saying we need to lock this guy up, get him under contract because they're worried about, his price just going through the roof and maybe we can't afford him because Patrick makes him look so good. So.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess it depends on how much money you got to give him. He's kind of come in on a 1-year prove-it deal to try to get a big payday. I don't know with the Chiefs cap and what they got going for. I know Chris Jones is going to be looking at extension at some point.
Mm-hmm.
John, really liking JuJu. And if you're taller to Marcus Robinson, that's a good comp. That's a good comparison. Kind of like a role guy that you can hopefully count on to make some big plays here and there. Would you lock up JuJu right now? Do you need to see a little bit more?
To me, it depends on what the price is, right? I think that if anything, what Patrick Mahomes has proven this year, which everybody said he wasn't going to be able to do, is that if you get him somebody that is competent, that he can get them the ball and he can get a ton of yards and he can make plays, right? If you get Patrick time and you get him somebody that can catch the damn ball, then he's gonna eat up these defenses. So if JuJu's his stock goes way up and he's the people are wanting to give him $20 million a year, you could probably go find the next JuJu that another team's willing to let go that we can pick up for half of that money. And we got Sky Moore who's still developing, which I know he muffed a punt. Let's not put him in punt coverage anymore, but he's developing. So I don't know. I think it just really, it's like, is the price right? And does Juju want to stay here, right? And does he want to make it work with the team? So that's kind of where I'm at with it. I don't know what you guys think.
What kind of year do you think he'd have to command like more than $5 million? What was his? What did we give him for 1 year? Was it like 3.5 or something?
Yeah, he's not making much right now. Somewhere in there, 3.5 million, 4 million. I think if he goes out and has, if he continues on the trajectory he's on now, 12 or 1,300 yards, and gets into that 6, 8, even maybe 10 touchdown range, you might be looking at what? I mean, what did Tyreek get? 30? He gets 15. If he wants 15, he wants 18 million a year. I mean, that's 1,208 that's upper. I mean, that's not average wide receiver production. That's not Byron Pringle money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You're
exactly.
gonna have to get the checkbook out. It's just one of those things where maybe if you sign him now, but if I'm Juju, I'm not signing anything until the end of the year. If I'm him personally. Now, maybe he really likes playing here. He's talked about being a team first guy and he doesn't care about stats and he just wants to win. If all that's true, I mean, where else are you going to go with a quarterback and a chance to win and a team and an offense and a play caller and designer like Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs? Let's say it costs anywhere from that 10 to 15 million a year. Are you signing that deal right now, Bo?
I mean, that's a tough one, right? We do need weapons. I love a good weapon that Patrick's confident in. It's just interesting. Like I'm so unfamiliar with our cap space right now. I have no idea how they've been manipulating all these numbers and how we can afford the guys we actually do have. And I guess there's an extra 4.5 still just lying around somewhere for somebody else to maybe pick up this year. Who knows what they're thinking, if they're going to pick up another receiver or running back. Just got to wait and see on that one. So, I mean, I know I don't sign a deal. Yeah, I agree with like waiting till the end of the year to sign a deal for both parties, both the team and Juju.
Yeah, Nick. I mean, let's say Juju's agent says Juju will sign for 15 million per year for 4 years. You signing that or no?
I don't know. I mean, I feel comfortable closer to 10, but
Yeah.
again, I mean, it depends on what like Bo says, what's our cap look like. Now I do know that Mahomes' contract is structured to where they can essentially convert up to all of it to signing bonus, and then they spread that out over 5 years. So I don't know that it's necessarily a question of like if they can make it happen. It's just how much do they want to mortgage the future of that team, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like I said, I'm happy he's doing well, but I do think that like like I lived in Denver, unfortunately, when Peyton Manning came to town, and all everybody talked about was like how like the Broncos didn't have shit for wide receivers, and then like instantly Peyton Manning's there, and like they have like best receivers in the league, right?
Right. Demarius Thomas looks like
Yeah.
freaking Jerry Rice out there.
Who's the dude that went to the Jets? Decker, right? Like Eric Decker.
Eric
Like
Decker.
these
Yeah.
guys like didn't do shit after they went to other teams, and so I mean it's really like I think that as long as we can get a competent guy, like I don't think we have to overspend, just because we have
Yeah.
dude at quarterback. And I like what Zach said, where he said, like a stacked line is far more important, right? It protects Mahomes and it gives him time. And if you give him time, like he's gonna get the ball to somebody. Somebody's gonna come open if you can get him enough time. And he's a magician back there, where he can even extend the play. So I'm stoked for it, but I don't know that we should overspend on Juju is what I'm saying.